WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view, the horror show. You know what's actually horrifying? There are 0 Extreme Rules matches on an Extreme Rules pay-per-view. That's like Elimination Chamber without the Elimination Chamber. That's like Royal Rumble without the Royal Rumble. That's like putting a star on a Nia Jax match. Although, we have a match for an eyeball. You know? That's kinda extreme. Unless Dolph Ziggler picks a Lego match, I don't think this pay-per-view should be called Extreme Rules. Just call it the horror show. That could work. But anyway, let's talk about the horror show. So, the build wasn't the best. Nothing is very good in wrestling right now, we all know that. And hopefully we are actually going to get an actual Royal Rumble pay-per-view. That's my last hope. At least give me a normal Royal Rumble. It's out of WWE's control, I know, but still, I'm spoiled. I need my Royal Rumble. Sure, the build-up wasn't the best, it wasn't good, it was watchable, but barely. I mean, we got MVP carrying a new United States Championship even though he's not a champion, and Apollo Crews didn't care! He never appeared on Monday Night Raw. WWE is all about logic. But I will admit some matches are pretty interesting. I want to see Dolph Ziggler versus Drew McIntyre. I want to see Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman in a Shrek swamp. I want to see the eye match. So let's start with our predictions. The first match is the United States Championship match, MVP versus Apollo Crews. You may ask me a question, who's the champion? And I don't really know the answer. Look. If I'm a champion, which I am, a Divas champion, if I saw someone in the WWE carrying a new Divas championship, no, please don't ever let that happen. Design is perfect, butterflies, we all love butterflies. Mwah. If I saw someone carrying a championship, a new Divas championship, I would interfere, I would beat the living crap out of that person. Unless it's... Anyway, I would beat the living crap out of that person, look at these guns. So, if Apollo Crews doesn't care, you know what? I officially declare MVP the new United States champion. So, it's the champion MVP versus Apollo Crews, who's probably not in the WWE anymore. Are we getting Apollo Crews on the pay-per-view? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, the build was bad. It was all about, do you want to join me? That's Rey Mysterio's voice. Do you want to join me, Apollo? And Apollo doesn't want to join him. As a matter of fact, he left. So, that's your build-up. We got the new United States Championship, that's the only interesting thing about it, and he's carrying that belt like he's the champion. Now, I've heard rumors that WWE really don't want Apollo to be pushed. It was all Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is no more. Well, Apollo, bye-bye. We hate you so much, even though you're a champion, we're not gonna get you to Monday Night Raw. I don't know, hopefully he's gonna retain. That's not my prediction, but my wish. But my prediction is gonna be MVP. Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. Eye for an eye match. The story is pretty interesting, and let's be honest, we all wanna know what all of this means. It's basically probably going to be a cinematic match, which is good because we don't have a crowd. I want every match to be a cinematic match right now. This is interesting, but Rey, I'm a future father. And you are a puppy, Dominic puppy. Look, I don't know how to tell you this, but you need to make sure Dominic doesn't get involved. You gotta protect your child. You gotta protect Dominic. This is about familia. You don't want Dominic to get hurt, do you? Don't let Dominic get involved. Or maybe do, you only have one eye. That would suck. Man, is that a spoiler? So, okay. Let's talk about my predictions. 2 very different scenarios. Either Seth Rollins loses an eye, and we see him with a pirate eye patch. And for how long is he gonna wear that, even as a babyface? I'm not quite sure. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't think WWE would risk. But Rey Mysterio is no longer with the WWE when it comes to official contract, I think. So, maybe it's WWE's way to write Rey Mysterio off television. Basically, destroy his eyes, both. Wow, that's tough. But you know, it kinda sucks because then we would see Rey Mysterio in like AEW with both eyes. You know? I don't know, this is weird. I kinda like it because I wanna know what's gonna happen, but at the same time, is there anything good that can happen out of this? I don't know. You know what? My prediction is gonna be Seth Rollins. I think he's winning this match. Another prediction. After the match, John Cena interrupts and does this. Bayley versus Nikki Cross. WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley. Bayley is winning this match. I'm not sure. More like 99.9. It's Bayley. Asuka versus Sasha Banks. Raw Women's Championship. Look, it would be cool. You know, Sasha carrying 2 championships. Bayley carrying 2 championships. But at the same time, Asuka only... Okay, maybe she defended the championship a few times, but she wasn't a champion for a very long time. And she deserves a long title reign. So it's like, I want to see 2 belts and 2 belts in a tag team. That's pretty awesome. But Asuka should not lose the championship. So I think Asuka still should probably retain. And that is my prediction, because this is gonna lead towards Sasha being jealous of Bayley. And she wants, you know what? The blue championship looks kinda better, so I want that right now. Yeah. So it's Asuka. Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler. So the most interesting thing about this match is that we don't know the stipulation. Dolph Ziggler is going to reveal the match type or whatever, or stipulation, I'm not quite sure, during the pay-per-view. And I wanna know what this is gonna be, because I think he said it never happened before. What could that mean? I don't know. I really don't know. Fart wars? Maybe. Maybe something like that. Food fight? I don't know. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be for the WWE Championship. It's funny because on Instagram, WWE posted this, basically a Photoshop version of Dolph Ziggler with the WWE Championship. And The Rock, yes, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, my brother, actually said, I would co-sign this, a very talented dude, hard worker, whatever. Basically, he said Dolph Ziggler should be a champion. Wow. Man, now I want to see Dolph Ziggler as a champion even more. In the future, at least. I really like Drew McIntyre. I don't want him to lose the championship, but boy, imagine the WWE giving the championship to Dolph Ziggler because The Rock wants it. Man. And Drew McIntyre said like it doesn't matter what you think. He replied to The Rock. Man, this is awesome. This is the best thing that is happening in wrestling, and it's on freaking Instagram. I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know what the stipulation is gonna be. Maybe you can't use your finisher. No Claymore City. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Both hands are tied in a championship match, but he still wins with a Claymore. Maybe as simple as that. But one thing's for sure, Drew McIntyre is retaining the championship. That is just 100%. Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt in a swamp. It's gonna be a swamp fight, and we are actually seeing Bray Wyatt from the past. Not necessarily from the past, we are seeing Bray Wyatt with his previous gimmick. You know, the guy who's talking about the sunshine and he's doing this a lot. You know, I'm gonna beat you like the sunshine and the woods. All that sorts of crap. I didn't like that gimmick that much. I think it was cool, but promos got really boring really fast because it was always the same crap, you know. It's like, oh, wow, he takes a very long time to get to the point. He's talking about the woods and babies and stuff, you know, and that sucked. But I'm glad we are seeing different sides of Bray Wyatt. That's awesome. So we seen Bray Wyatt from the Firefly Funhouse versus Braun Strowman. Now we're seeing this Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman. And I think it should end with a third match. The Fiend returns, finally, after suffering a loss to... No, he won against John Cena. Anyway, he finally returns and takes the championship. That is a cool story. You know, The Fiend is still strong. Forget about the Goldberg stuff. Never happened. It never happened. My prediction is obviously Braun Strowman. You know, I think he's retaining the championship. That should be pretty obvious. So this is my predictions video. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Thank you for watching. The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.